Every time it says you're live, like, do you want to stay or do you want to leave? I'm always just like,
I'm out.
well, I'm so happy because I just gave my cat a bath and she is sitting in her pee.
Whoops, I hit the pause button. I hit
She just drips and runs. You're so gross.
All right. Welcome to Talk About Paint Club. I'm Rick Strohmeyer, and I'm full of beans. We're joined with, we are also joined with
Hattress, who's a really angry cat mom right now, man. Really not happy.
Wow. Can I just put that up? I don't want it. Okay.
But I love her, so
I love her. It sounds like the theme of my last 2 weeks. All right. Holy shit. All right. So it is January. As we're looking off camera, it is January 1st, 2021. Or 22. I put 22 on the stupid YouTube thing. Well, oops. How do you change that?
You could do it later.
I hope so. Anyway, so 2022. Already wrote the wrong date and something. Yeah. So we had our dead week. And yeah, wow, what a great unprofessional way to start out the new year. All right, so happy new year, everybody.
New year, same shit.
Well, 24 hours ago, it was like the last 8 p.m. of 2021, and the neighbors decided to successfully ring in the new year 4 hours early with fireworks. So if you're one of my firework launching dog scaring neighbors, so if you're not, welcome to Paint Club. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So that's how we keep it professional here. And so, Nicole, what are we drinking?
I'm on this new thing for 2022.
Uh-huh.
Called water.
Oh.
I got a Goals bottle. It's bigger than my head.
Okay.
But it is not longer than my hair. That's how I measure things nowadays.
Bigger than your head, longer than your hair. All right. Very good. We saw when we were at Target a new flavor by the Northern Soda Company called Birch Beer. So that is.
They sell beer at Target?
No, it's Birch Beer. So it's like root beer or ginger beer, but flavored after birch trees. With tons of sugar because the good folks at Northern Star. North Star.
That's a thing.
What? Birch beer?
Birch flavored beer?
Yeah, it's a soda.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was like a non-alcoholic beer made to taste like a tree.
Nope, not yet. But I imagine there's birch flavor that I could add to you got home brewers that you could add birch to it. I imagine the microbrewing enabling company that's down the street. Hell, they sell wormwood. So
really?
Yeah.
Wormwood. I did have a shot at midnight, so proud of me.
Ooh, ha, ha, ha.
I toasted Betty White.
Man, oh man.
Just getting rid of all the shit from the year before with a bang. And then I wanted to die in a corner. It was whipped cream vodka. Ugh. And I've had it since I was I want to say 23, 24. Disgusting.
So that is, most of them are all awful. But Absolute and Pinnacle make whipped vodkas. But that one is the best one if you were to make fruit cordials
Yes.
because it has that extra sense of flavoring to it, so that makes everything else a little more subtle. Still wearing gloves.
I like it with orange juice. Tastes like a liquored
Right on.
orange juice, I guess.
So like if you were to make a vanilla cordial with that, it works out pretty well.
Vanilla cordial.
Or strawberries. Like strawberries and raspberries would taste pretty good with that. Or blackberries.
I feel like we're trying to make me an alcoholic in 2022, and I
Well,
don't.
no, but like I used to make a lot of liqueurs.
I don't subscribe to that.
All right.
What's the difference in liqueur versus like a cordial versus like a mixed drink?
So the liqueur is like liqueur and cordials are mostly the same, and I'm sure there's some boozy expert out there screaming at their monitor because I've said such a thing, such a blasphemous thing. But it's like it's your fruit it's your flavor infused booze, but with like a syrup added to it so that it's very palatable at the end of a meal, like a dessert. So like schnapps, liqueur, cordials, all the same thing. And then that's it. Then you just use that as whatever you're putting into your mixed drink. So like,
do they have alcohol?
I got this. What, the cordials? Yeah.
And schnapps, like schnapps and all that shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're pretty much like 20%. So like the base booze for schnapps it depends on like the manufacturer, but like they either use vodka, Everclear, or rum as their base, and then they flavor it and add syrup to it. So like one of the easier cordials we make is with bananas. All you do is you just peel the overly ripe bananas and let them sit in a jug of rum for 4 or 5 days. Then you strain it, which is gross as hell. Then you strain it, and then you just put a simple syrup in there with the strained liquor. And in 2 days, it's ready to it's mellowed out. So in the course of 5 days, you could make like a batch of Christmas gifts, which is pretty nice. So that has been that plan has been mine for years to do, where it's like, just mix up a batch of stuff and then just tell people on Facebook, hey, if you want it, come by and pick it up. If you don't, Merry Christmas to you anyway. Like, because I'm not going to drive around the metro with 18 bottles of liquor to deliver them. But if everybody people want to come over and grab a bottle and then like shoot the shit for a while, by all means.
Now I want one.
The nice thing about and you can't mail them because the post office doesn't let you mail booze.
I know, they hate me.
So what the banana one we were just making, it tastes great with pineapple juice or orange juice because you've already got like bananas with brown sugar syrup in there, so it's already a little mapley. It's got a little maple or caramel in there with the bananas, and then just blends in with pineapple and orange juice so well. And I'm pretty certain I've consumed this on the show, but yeah. Or like these people make a citrus cooler that's really yummy, and I bet putting bananas in there would be pretty dreamy.
Ooh, now I kind of want an alcoholic smoothie.
I feel like these people should be sponsoring us.
Say the company's name again, and we'll just wink them.
Northern Soda Company.
Northern Soda Company.
Yeah.
Wink.
Wake up, guys. They're like, yeah, they make a fine product. Clearly,
Rick would like all of the drinks, please.
Yeah, like send us a variety pack, and we'll watch me drink one at a time.
We'll have a paint club episode where you just rate the
sodas,
the different kinds of sodas. Yeah,
that's cool.
And then I just sit here going, I don't know, because I've never drank some.
Well, he said it's good.
I agree.
So did you have a good break while we were off?
Oh my god. So I think the funniest thing that happened, because you know me, I'm not very good with holidays lately or anymore.
Mhm. Me neither.
When I went for my stepdad's birthday lunch thing, I'm pretty sure that the guy at the restaurant thought I was under 21. Because he did like, you know, like the little sake shots at hibachi restaurants where they like spray it in your
Mhm.
mouth. So he went to like everybody, skipped me.
Oh,
And the only reason why I really started thinking this hard into it is because my best friend Joe was like, well, they did do the little because he did like I don't know if they do it in all hibachi restaurants, but he has this like little character where it looks like he's squirting like water out of his wee wee.
yeah,
And it's
putting out the fire.
yeah, or to steam the table or whatever they're doing. And he squirted that one at me, but then like just shots. So my friend's like, you think he thought you were like a kid or something? Because you're the only person he was like, haha, like with the water with. And then was like, shots? Not you. And I was like, you know, like I have this obviously, but like I had long sleeves. So I'm like, oh damn, people don't see my tattoos like that. Oh man, maybe. That's hilarious. That hasn't happened in a long time.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
That's the highlight of my 3 weeks. That's it. And I scheduled my surgery. So that was.
Yeah, no shit.
How was Texas?
Oh
Texas.
man, it's been whirlwind. It's like holy shit. I don't think it doesn't feel like we've been 2 weeks apart.
No.
Like no, like it really does not. But at the same time, it's like, wow, look at all this crap that I let build up. Texas was fine. I had a couple of uh, life-saving kits that were available to make things a little smoother along the way. But my trip there was amazing. It only took going to El Paso is a 20. Google says it's 22 hours long. It's a 22-hour road trip, and give or take.
Really?
Yeah.
It says it's 20 hours from me to No, I keep saying Arkansas.
So, like on a bad day, it says it's 24 hours to Brooklyn from here. On a good day, it says it's 18. Okay, and it all depends on the time you leave. Okay, so I left.
Why would you tell me that? I would fucking drive to Minnesota constantly if I knew that ahead of time. It's only a day.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
dude.
but yeah, so it is. So I left here. When I left here, I got to Wichita, which is about 9 hours away. I got to Wichita in under 8. So
Wichita's in Kansas, right?
Wichita's in Kansas. So I got to Wichita in less than 8 hours, which normally takes about 9.5. And but from that leg, I only saw like a dozen snowflakes hit my windshield. Right, it was pretty smooth sailing with no weather, no construction, and no rush hours. So when so the two major metropolitan areas to go through to get to Wichita is Des Moines, Iowa, and Kansas City. And I went through Iowa or Des Moines before their rush hour, and I went through Kansas City after theirs. So I just kind of right through. I did not stop for any fancy meals, which is one of the reasons I'm delayed when I go is because there's like a place in Kansas City I want to eat at. There's a place in Oklahoma City I want to eat at. And like when taking the route I did meant like you're for a part of it, instead of being on highway, I'm on or interstate, I'm on highway. And that means lots of speed up, slow downs through little towns, etc. And they may or may not be open. There may or may not be things to eat. So it's like once you get to Kansas City, like as long as you're not starving, you can power through to Wichita and find something there. And that's what I did. Like, so I was in Wichita before 9 o'clock, which impressed the shit out of me.
Did you see anybody?
No. So like
You had one
I
job.
didn't try to see anybody on the way down. On the way back up, I was like, okay, let's try and see a couple people, and it didn't work out.
You had one fucking job.
Yeah. And but I did see some buddies in Albuquerque, which was nice. I just didn't like if I had spent an extra day in Albuquerque, I would have tried to see like a couple other people. But I didn't. But I didn't. Oh well, it's fine. Like I got to my mom's. I only brought drawing supplies with me. I thought I was going to take sculpting stuff too, but I only brought some drawing supplies and I drew very little. She got a new puppy, and a lot of my time was playing with the puppy. And he's adorable. He'll be smart.
How old is he?
Is
he like a fresh baby?
He's 13 weeks old now. So let's see. We'll do a screen share and I'll see if I can find.
Yeah, show me the baby. What are you doing?
Yeah, show you the baby. We'll see if I can find.
Show me the baby.
Oh, there. There he is.
No, my God! Look at the face. Look at this.
Yeah. Well, there he is. Ziggy.
Oh, hi, little Ziggy Stardust.
So yeah. So mom got a new puppy. Mom totally forgot what it's like to have a new puppy.
That sounds like Frank last year. You remember when he got the kitten and he's like,
yeah, but now mom's almost 80 years old. So she's like, oh my gosh, he's wearing me out. I'm like, that's his job. So your job is to wear him out.
Yeah.
So
God bless her.
So mom's puppy is amazing. Yeah.
God bless your mother.
Yeah, he's adorable. And mom has an advantage. Mom has a secret weapon to toilet training him, which he's pretty much toilet trained. And like, he's a good boy.
Oh, I want him.
And then I told my mom though, I was like, I'll see you in a year. If he's not as well trained as any of the other dogs we've had in a year, he's just going to come home with me. So you have a year to get him up to standards. And we'll see. She didn't think that was funny. But yeah. So other than that, we had, so this was the dead week. We had a homework, and the homework was to incorporate texture into a project. And I totally biffed on this homework. We're like, mine's still over there in progress. Which is,
they're both in progress, so that's fine.
Pisses me off. Yeah, it's like, oh, I had one job, which was to finish this, and I didn't do it. So
no. You know how I get. You know how I get with you, anyways. I'm going to do this right now. Listen here, buddy. You work real hard up there in your little cold state of Minnesota. And you deal with kids all the time, and you get one nice break like this for the holidays, and you drove and you saw your mom, and shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Be quiet. You get the pass.
It's the affirmation I needed. Thanks. So yeah, so I have a mega
now next month.
Next month. Next month, even more kids to look after.
Oh yeah, you go back soon.
Yeah, I go back Monday. which means
Oh, that's
thanks.
right. Because my stepdad goes back Monday. What am I acting
Thank-
like you guys don't have the same schedule?
All right, but I get to force me to remember to set my alarm. So
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm sure my supervisor appreciates the idea that somebody reminded this dumbass to do it.
I mean, I humbly will not accept that because I feel like you would remember between now and like tomorrow night. No? Okay, well then fine, you're welcome.
I mean, it's not like I've ever forgotten to set an alarm or ever been like, it's Monday, I feel refreshed. Oh my gosh, I've overslept. That's never happened.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before.
It doesn't happen to me here because I only use a phone as my alarm clock. Once upon a long time ago, we had a power outage when I was actually teaching in Texas, and all alarms were disabled or all. So like I ended up like being an hour late to work.
Oh, was this before you got along with technology and you probably used one of those like
Yeah, like no. My phone at the time was a Nokia, one of those coffin-shaped Nokias, the most indestructible phones ever.
Oh my God. Yes, they were.
So like, why would you ever want to leave that? Right? Like,
when I was little, my goddaughter's mom will tell people this story. She's like, yeah, Nicole was so spoiled. She used to throw her phone because it wasn't the right one that she wanted. And I was like, yes, that is definitely something I did. And I wouldn't say I was spoiled. I was spoiled, but we were poor. So this is what it was like the box one, like that, like the one that was that big. Yeah. And mine was gold. I remember it. And I didn't throw my phone because it wasn't the right one. I threw it to show someone, look, it doesn't break. And I like chucked it in my yard. And the thing fell in the grass. And my friend was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I went to get it. I was like, it's not broken. It's fine.
Yeah, like,
but I'm pretty sure my mom wanted to murder me.
Those phones were indestructible and I loved them. And then, like whatever I got afterwards, like broke in a parking lot.
Do you remember the old Nextels with the little beep beep?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I fucking loved having that thing. And then I was too young, so like none of my friends had phones because it's not like now where every 13-year-old has one. Back then in 2003, it was like, what? 13-year-old with a phone? So like everybody, I'm like, oh, I want this little bleep bleep thing, but I have no friends to have it with me. So this is useless. I think I had like one friend who did it, and it was just like sometimes she would have it on because you could turn it on and off. And I was like,
yeah, it's like a walkie-talkie.
Oh, she doesn't want to bleep bleep with me. I was such a child about it. I was so sad. I'm like, oh, this is the coolest invention. Kids don't know shit nowadays. I talked to somebody the other day who was born in 2003, and I literally wanted to go like die.
Oh, hey, what do you know? All right. So we have a rarity going on. Somebody is actually like asking us questions on while we're doing this. So Jason wants to know what you're working on. So we'll say hey to Jason.
Hey, Jason. Right now?
Yeah, like in the comments section, it says, what is Nicole working on right
now? Oh, well, I mean, you had it, or you have it.
Oh, I have to share it. Okay. Well, all right. So homework, mine total failure or delayed.
Stop it.
Here goes Nicole's.
This is my beginning learnings of how this Procreate works outside of like regular shit. So I started working with the textures on here, and I took a few different ones until I liked the one that I was using on the mushroom. And that one, hold on, I'm going to fucking bring up the name of them so I can actually say them and not just be like blah blah blah.
Okay, very good.
You know what? No, I'm not, because I'm not gonna know what I'm saying.
Very nice.
The background one is called like the bubble looking stuff is Opticon. It's called Opticon, and
Okay.
I used it on like a background before when I was trying to like mimic the bubble work I was doing, and
Mhm.
so I knew like what that one looked like, and I was like, okay, I know if I put different tones in the background, it'll give me like the different colors circles. So I used like a lot of organic ones since I was like, okay, well, it's a mushroom. Let's try to work with organic textures. So I use like twig for the grass in between, and I used where's the other one? Hard rain for like the darker blue up top, and
Okay.
clouds for like the lighter blue. And now I can't remember what the fuck the skin, because it was a skin texture. Now I feel
No.
stupid. It was a skin texture that I used on the oh, there it is. It old skin for the mushroom. Because like I wanted to have like kind of like a like that rough texture that like mushrooms have underneath.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to keep putting just like lines like that. And so
Okay.
like when you get close, it looks really, I don't know if you can see if you back it. Yeah. Look at it. Look at that. It looks like skin, but it gives it such a cool texture. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm loving this shit now. So this was like a really fun thing for me, like late at night when I can't sleep and shit like that, to start playing around with stuff. I did like a test background thing
Mhm.
with a few other, where is it? It's on my iPad. Oh, did I delete it? I'll be super sad. I hope I didn't delete it. No, maybe I did. It was like denim and different washes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of getting a little bit more like invested with that, with my digital stuff, since I work with a lot of, I do like a lot of textural things and like different
Yeah.
mediums. And I'm like, you know what? Let's like do something a little bit outside of what I usually do, since
Okay.
it's 2022. Like, let's break what I'm used to type shit.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm I'm still gonna do my stuff, please. But like for the homework, I was like, okay, for the first homework of
Okay.
the like I consider it the first for the last for the year and first to show of the year. So I
Right.
was like, okay, let's do something different versus like show the skull that I showed before, the one that I got at Decon. I put a little bit of work into that too. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna show tonight though? We've seen
Right.
that. Like, even if there's something added to it, I want to show it whole next, to us. Hopefully it'll be done for next week.
Okay.
This one, I figured it's brand new and I thought of it for the homework. And I'm also trying to figure out like what I want to do conceptually for the game of shrooms for this year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to do something like one toy, one like little sculpt, like with a few little things in it, like in a bag or something like that. And then
Okay.
one like painting. And I want to do it in my town, the city I lived in before, and then the town that's like one over, just because I know that they're not going to get like any
Okay.
artistic what have you.
I like, and it's probably been since I was a wee teen and Super Mario Brothers, but
Oh, we
I always
laugh.
like I always like the look of mushroom people, right?
Yeah.
Like Toad is one, and like I just think that that's a cool look. It's awkward to want to paint or to design one because they look like peckers. But like I have this one that I bought on Etsy that is not a, and that's how Rick destroyed his shelf. Like I got this dude, right? And that's a pretty cool looking mushroom dude. It's a filament print, unfortunately. It's
I like him.
supposed to be a
But he
resin.
does look like he has a penis head.
Yeah, it looks like a penis head. And like But like the original idea was like, it turns out it's a filament print, and I don't like cleaning up filament prints. But like the idea was that was going to be going to the when they did the glow show, that was going to be my submission to very glowy mushroom people. And
Jason asked how many layers is that? Wait, does he mean your thing or my thing?
how many layers?
I don't know. How does that work for printing?
I don't know.
If he means my thing, I think it's only like, wait, I don't know. Let me pull it back up because now I'm following on my iPad.
Okay.
Now that comments are on. It's 4.
Yeah, no, I have no idea how many layers that if you're talking about my print, I have no idea how many layers that is. Like, I didn't do it. I just bought it. I bought it because I was like, oh, I wanted to. The idea was to have that for last year's glow show, and it didn't work. So, but the idea, the new idea is to just make my own mushroom person and potentially cast it later on. I bought all these wooden mushrooms from Amazon that I could use as like an armature or a base to do so. And why? I don't want to zoom out.
I will zoom back out.
Oh.
Stop growling.
So yeah, so I wanted to thank you for letting start. Oh, there you go. Cool.
Sorry, I muted myself so I could yell at my cat.
Right. So you're in the well, we're all over the place tonight. That's all right. Are you in the upcoming Crystal Lake show?
I am.
Cool, as am I. So it's
I
nice.
asked a bunch of questions in the overseas. Wait, was it the overseas one? It had to have been the overseas one. I was like, question, because my concept is very like Alice-y and trippy and shit like that. And
Sure.
oh, look at that, mushroom ideas all over the place. And I was like, do you have to actually be able to breathe or see out of this mask?
Oh, that's a great question.
And someone said no. And I was like, okay, because I don't foresee you wanting to wear mine and be able to, like, it's going to do that. You're going to be like this if you try, like when you open your eye.
No depth perception.
Yeah, like you're gonna have one eye covered at all times. Okay, so I have wrestling on in the background. I know we haven't gotten to that part yet of like background noise, but right now I have wrestling on because it's a pay-per-view. So I'm just like, I have it just for afterwards because Peacock's really shitty with like you clicking in when it's not live. And they have fucking the rap group Migos in the middle of the fucking ring. They're out with Randy Orton doing like his little whatever. Such a weirdo. Such a loser. Me, not you. I'm such a loser.
All right. All right. So
are you in it? Oh wait, I know you're in it. I saw the list.
What? Oh yeah. Yes. I'm in it. That's exciting. Like, I haven't painted a mask in a long time. Like,
I know. I think the last time was when I still did like cosplay. Yeah. I used to have so much fun making like props for my friends. Like one of my friends needed me to make him a sword, and it was like a styrofoam one, and it was like, well, yeah, obviously you can't see the depth perception here, but it's huge. It was huge.
Right.
I can't wait to see what you do for your black light work on that. Are you going to send it with a light like usual?
Good. I have to look. But yeah, I could. I have right now. I have a loose idea of painting it the same way I'm doing my container that I got from Martian Toys. It's pretty much just like a little combination of decoupage and paint, etc.
Oh, I know why my cat's growling.
And that's
So
about
if you hear her, I'm sorry.
Is she hungry, tired, or got to pee?
None of them. The older one is blocking the small L that she can jump over her for. Like the only way she can get past to go into any other room is being blocked by my other cat right now. And Pebbles is not like, she's not doing anything bad, obviously, but anybody who has ever heard me talk about my cat knows that Pebbles will literally fucking kill this cat for even looking at her the wrong way. So she's growling because she wants to leave the living room. And every time she walks that way, she's like, So I finally looked over just now, and all you see is Pebbles like this.
Oh,
Oh, my piece?
I'll do that.
4, 5.
There you go. Guy has
That
to see it
one,
again.
that one's
Guy
5
gets
with
to
the
see it again.
background. 5 with
That's
the
how
background.
accommodating we are on Planet Pink Club.
We also made rule 3 finally.
Yeah, that'll be cool. We'll close up the show with that.
I have a good pending rule 4.
Oh, good. That is always a good thing. Yeah, all right. So, all right, Jason, you got it. We're going to leave out. All right, stop sharing. All right. So, meanwhile, back to the original story. All right, what have you done lately, young lady?
What have I done lately?
Yeah, besides
Um,
your homework, have you worked on anything else?
Yeah, the skull. And I casted like a few. I tried to cast a few things. First one fucked up really bad, and then this because I mixed like 2 of the same parts and 2 different kinds of resin again, and I was like, what is wrong with me? So I don't know if you just heard the growl. That was
Yeah, I
them.
did.
That
It
was
almost
Pebbles.
sounds like an 80s arcade where like guy falls. Ah.
Yeah, that was Pebbles getting mad at Noodle, who was tired of this shit. So Noodle did like a little running like wiggle of her butt and just like flew and jumped over her, but Pebbles did not like that. And yep, this is my life. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say I've been working on myself.
There you go.
And I finished that was like 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, we haven't been on. I finished the little shot glasses with the milk spilling, so I'll take a picture of that tomorrow because it's upstairs with my stepdad. Because he loves Christmas, like my mom did.
Oh.
And he didn't want any gifts, so it was a lot easier to be like, I made this. And since his birthday's a day after Christmas, it's so fucked up to be like, I didn't get you anything for any holiday. Not Christmas, not your birthday. Like, I know that, like, you know, when people say I don't want a gift and then they don't mean that, he means it. He means that shit. Like, I bought him a box of Keurig K-cups. And he's like, you got me a present? Because it was 2 different kinds. So they're wrapped in 2 different boxes. So he's thinking I got him like 2 big ass, you know, like crazy gifts or whatever. I'm like, it's coffee here. Like, so I think he appreciates, I think, like the handmade things specifically. And we've been doing a lot of like cleaning out of like the attic and my, you know, like my mom's old clothes. So like that's been a lot. But we also did like a lot of the older things that were up there, like from before his time. And like I think the coolest thing is we found, and this is like my little like, this is so fun up. Like it's so crazy. Downstairs in the wine room, the room where his grandpa pressed wine, he found a bronze statue that was made in France in like 18 something. And
very cool.
It's been in the house since like 19. Well, my great grandpa, my great grandpa had it since like the 1920s when he bought the house, and I think it's worth like $1,500. And I was like, Dad.
There was an episode of the Roadside Antiques Roadshow.
Hell yeah!
And this lady brings in this like bronze helmet And she's like, oh, well, I took pledge to it and I cleaned it up and blah, blah, blah. And you can see the dude flinching because he's like, and she's like, oh, yeah, it was wedged in the rafter in the upstairs. And I just decided to clean it off and bring it in here. And the guy's like, I wish you hadn't done that. But so, like, I wish you hadn't done that. But even despite doing all this, it was still worth $250,000. So, like, you have no idea what's.
There's a little, yeah, I mean, not a little bit. There's some like rusting, like on the parts that like screw it in and stuff like that underneath. But there's like some, but not rusting, patina. There's like patina, like and stuff like that. And my stepdad was like, I would say we can clean it with like a rust remover, but that will make the value go way down. I was like, hell yeah, well, no one's touching that thing with nothing. Like take like a little Swiffer thingy, like get the
don't
dust.
do anything to it.
No, the little cobweb one. You know what I mean? Like the ones that you it's like those little feather thingies that you just go across like to get the dust off of your. No. Well, it still has the cobwebs on it, but either way, I told him he should.
Let the antique experts like fuck it up.
Okay, would be well, maybe that's good that he hasn't listened to me because it's still in the same place when I told him to do that.
There you go. Like that would be.
He's probably like this. Like he just won't tell him. He's just like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece. I'm not gonna lie.
The experts on all those shows are like, you might oxidation makes it worth more, and they're just like, no, people who don't know what they're doing should never like try and clean this shit. So I don't know what I'm doing.
I would never. That's like, I mean, that's how I feel with like anything if I'm not an expert in it. Like for my hair, anything. I'm like, I don't know. You're the expert, not me.
Right. And that's been like one of my ongoing themes when talking to people is like, well, who's the expert? You know, like, let's identify who the expert is, whether it's like whatever internet source or whatever. And then we can have a conversation. So, yeah. So I finished a Snailian that is downstairs. Smart thing to do. But I finished the Snailian last night.
Let me see.
Well, let's see. Hold on. Okay. So demeaning.
I know Rick's not here, so he can't hear what I'm saying, but I have someone needs to talk to me about how crypto stuff works. Because I'm mighty confused.
Everybody needs to see that. All right. So I know I showed this off before, the CanBot that I finished.
Yes, and I fucking love that damn thing.
So I got that, but I painted like that. I had a slap on a loose fitting glove. So I painted the Snailian in similar fashion. So I got a little liquid skull action going on there, some simple highlights and a cool metallic blend. And yeah, I have two others that are all neon colored up, ready to be treated the same way. So
are you in the Valentine's Day show for Martian?
Yes.
I am painting. I'm starting.
My toy is already primed.
Oh yay.
Yeah, toy is primed and the concept has already been flushed out. So all I have to do is it's base coated blue too. So once I get the body of it the right color, everything else will fit in. So it's a horns, the fun platform that Martian Toys does. So
I like horns. I'm excited for that.
So
I'm
Yeah,
hoping I'm physically capable of like getting down there for that one at least.
that would be
And
cool.
if COVID's not bad.
So are you in that show too?
Yeah. I primed both of my penises. I started painting because I'm doing two different things. I started painting the Scoopy,
Okay.
and I need to start paint,
Scoopy
or
was
at
a
least putting
choice.
down the first layer of color on the rejects. I know what I want to do with both of them.
Oh,
It just took me a little bit to kind of like figure out what I wanted to do with it, with
right.
the rejects at least, because I like, it's kind of funny. I had like an idea in my head, and then I was like, no, that's so boring. Like
Hmm.
afterwards, I was like, that seems so basic. I don't know. And then I'm really, really hoping to get everything that needs to be like done,
Hmm.
finished, painted. If it's not varnished, it's not like it's gonna kill me to like hobble into the room to varnish it. But
Right.
I want to
Finished
at
before your
least have
surgery.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Anything
That's
that
admirable.
is due or whatever, like I got 12, 11 days. I well, because the day's over. So I was like, I got 11
Right.
days. Well, really, it's not even 11 because the day of my surgery, you can't count. I got 10 days.
Right. Well, that's important. Those
And then
are
we have
10.
paint club 2 days after. So I apologize to everybody if I'm complaining the entire night.
Nobody's gonna blame you. Like,
They gave me pain meds, and I was like, I'm not gonna take these, but thank you. And the doctor's like, you might need it for the one day, like the day that the nerve blocker wears off. And I was like, oh yeah, like the last time where I took one and I threw up after, but like it because I was dying, like just kill me now. He's like, what else do you want me to do when I'm in there? I'm like, I don't know, whatever. If you see anything in there that needs fixing, take
change
care
the
of it.
tires, rotate the filter, line everything.
Whatever suits you. When they did my back, the doctor just like said to me, do you have any questions? And I was like, I have some knots in there, can you undo those? 17, you don't know shit. So when he
Right.
asked it, when he asked me with that with my foot, I'm like, is this like a joke that doctors make often? Like I had to like wonder, do they just ask you like stupid shit before your surgery as like a joke?
What
I'm like,
else is what else you got going on over there? See if I could just tie the shoelaces that are untied in there.
yeah. It was like, I don't know if you see anything, like have fun.
Well, like, so when Puka was neutered, they trimmed his claws, right? And I was like, shit, I'd pay. I'm gonna. They said, oh yeah, we trimmed his claws while you were at it. I'm like, oh, that's great. I would have paid money for that. Turns out we did. They just did it and didn't feel like telling us or asking us if we were going to do it. It was like, while he's under, I'll just trim his claws and charge him $15. I'm like, all right, well, that's a dollar per claw that we didn't have to do. All right, deal.
Happy birthday.
So, like, yeah. Like I finished up this Godzilla too. I was pretty happy with that. I finished. Check this out. Let's see. Where's the show?
I'm just thinking of poor Puka.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a big boy. Where's the show? There you go. All right, so I got the Unicorno all done from last week.
Yes, last year.
From last year, yeah. Well, literally. So here we are. So I finished this tech up, which is like months overdue. Well, not exactly months, but the guy bought a Megatech from the show in August and wanted me to make a glow in the dark complement piece to it. So it's made off the. So that's made off the blue glow in the dark tech. Already forgotten what they call it, which is unfortunate. And then I've been painting this Godzilla up on live stream for the past month. I guess last week of school I was doing live streams just because it was fun and it was kind of motivating to actually like do something after a rough day at work. So I painted this dude up, and this was like one of the 10-inch Funkos, and there it is in all its neon glory.
Stop it. That's a
And-
Funko.
Yeah.
They're getting a little bit better.
So this, I mean, this is their that's red snail. Thank you. For crypto and NFT. Cool.
Oh yeah, you walked away. I talked about it.
Oh, what was I going with? Yeah. So this is a Funko, and it's for it's from their Godzilla versus King Kong line. But really, it's so tubby. It looks like the reboot from just a few years ago, when that Godzilla was incredibly tubby. So it works out well. You know, I got a pale skin tone going on there, and yeah, it's fiery.
I like that his arms are actually small, like how T-Rexes would be.
Yeah,
Little baby hands.
and like I went with the dual pupil that I tend to do on almost everything, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way that came out.
He's a
And like,
cutie.
thank you. And on the live stream, I've been doing, well, I've had like half a dozen toys over to the left just to pick up and paint, but I've been primarily painting two Funkos. One that Godzilla, another this big ass Shenron that if I can get a hold of this thing. This colossal Shenron that I've been painting like a Pokemon.
Oh, that's so fucking cool, actually.
So
Stop.
it's a pain in the
He's
ass.
like an ice dragon.
Yeah. So what was there's a Pokemon I'm emulating for it. What's it called? Oh, the Mega Gyarados.
Okay. Yep. I was like, I'm picturing who he evolves from.
So like I base coated it weeks ago with my favorite blue, and then I messaged a couple of buddies. I was like, "What Pokemon do you know of that's either a dragon, a snake, or a lizard that is blue green?" And my buddies came through with me with about half a dozen recommendations.
Oh yeah.
Then-
You could have
then-
asked me.
Well, excuse me. So yeah, so one of my buddies came through with flying colors, and I just looked it up because he just recommended the plain Gyarados, and I was like, well, if I go this mega one, if I went
Yeah, you
the
go
form
classic.
before it, it'd be a little plain. But if I went with the final stage, I'd be able to incorporate some of that purple, which is nice. So I'm like, okay, well.
And he's
then,
he's part of the classic 151. So
oh yeah,
Gyarados, yeah, not the Mega Evolution, but
that's cool.
Gyarados in general is part of the original.
Yeah. So like now I have like these giant rhino guys from a while ago, and I was like, oh, maybe I should paint those up to look like Pokemon that are all weathered up. So
Rhydon, Cubone. I'll just send you a list.
that was the next thing. Like, don't tell me.
Well, and
Send me a
now
link.
there's shiny, like nowadays there's shiny versions of Pokemon. So like, you know, Rhyhorn's gray, but his shiny's like a tannish. So you have yours.
I saw one of the rhino ones that was pink, and I was like, man, I am painting one pink. And then like, but since I have two, and I was thinking about it. If I have one of those 3-inch Huck G Rhino Dunnies, I'm like, I should paint that up as the test piece. And then I could have like sets. If I were really smart, I'd try and get one of those scribe tacks from Martian Toys, and then I could have a 3, a 6, and a 12-inch Rhino guy. So
And you could be like the different stages of the evolution. Oh my god.
oh, that'd be cool. And
Because then
so there you go.
Let's see. Let's see.
Toys for 5 points.
Yeah, I almost started typing that as a list. Like I needed that. That's for you. Goodbye.
That's cool.
Toys for 5 points. I like that idea. Especially because Pokemon's super cool still. Well, at least to me.
I was like, oh, I could do some like that Dragon Ball Pokemon mashup should do. That should do favorably.
Oh hell yeah! That's double kayfabe shit.
And then yeah. So here we are just shooting the shit as two buddies who missed each other. All right. So what have you been
But doesn't
listening
this
to?
happen normally anyways?
It does. It's fine. I'm just like, wow, this is a fantastic phone call tonight. So what have you been listening to? Because I had 48 hours of audio to power through plus.
So I have tortured myself with Christmas movies because I fucking hate Christmas movies, but for some reason that's all I've been watching.
Okay.
I don't know. I think like it made me feel like a little bit closer to my mom, like during Christmas. I think maybe that's why. But like I was watching all that shit on Netflix because they always like, forced like go like blah Christmas blah all over you. And I was like, fine, I'll watch them in order, whatever you have up here. And then I was watching
You rewarded its bad behavior.
my what?
You rewarded its bad behavior.
I did. If I hear all I want for Christmas is you, I want to punch somebody in the face, but here I am going, Netflix Christmas. Obviously, I watched all of my murder mystery people and caught up with everybody in that shit. I watched Spider-Man.
Oh, I have not seen the last one.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Good.
Because either way, I'd have to be like, spoiler alert! I'm not dealing with that. But it was really good. It was really, really good. And then I started rewatching I rewatched the first Avengers and the second Avengers because I forgot completely what the fuck happened in Age of Ultron.
Okay.
For some reason, I completely forgot what happened in that movie entirely. And then I watched Animatrix with Jason.
Oh,
we watched we did like a video thing. Yeah, it was really good. And there was one part of it where they mentioned Alice in Wonderland. And I was like, hey, everywhere I go. So that was fun. I would have to turn on Netflix to see what else I've been watching. It's just I can't sleep. You know me, I can't sleep for shit. It's so bad. And Hulu doesn't have anything new because everything's been on hiatus and shit. So I've just been picking up some binge watching stuff. I watched a few horror movies too, like thrillers, like Ready or Not. I watched that. I can't remember what else. I should watch The Shining since today is New Year's 2022.
Oh yeah.
100-year anniversary of the
party. So Stephen King hated Kubrick's version of it, right? And in one of the listenings of the drawing of the three that I've done, instead of getting the full audio or the official audio book, I swear in one of them, one of the characters is like says, "Oh, it's like that shitty movie, The Shining," and it's just like it's a cheap dig at it. But I've never heard it since. So I'm like, what the hell did I?
I love it. Why? Whatever. Stephen King's a dick.
He is not. His shit is hard to put in film.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just like apparently Stephen King hated it. And I was like, I swear there was like a scene where he gets
and he's okay with the other ones?
No, he's no. They're all bad.
Yeah, I was about to say I could literally name like 5 other ones that were worse than that.
Oh, sure. You can name 5. You could easily name 5 that are better.
Yeah. Can we just put Cujo on the list of bad?
No.
I couldn't. I was like, leave the damn dog alone.
You do feel bad for no. You do feel bad for the dog. I like.
That's probably why I want to leave it off of either list.
In the book, you feel really bad for him. It's like, holy crap! But like, and everybody the dog killed. It's like, wow, he wasn't a shitty person. It's just like this poor dog that doesn't understand why it's about to be a mass murdering maniac. And like the sheriff, I feel you feel the worst for the sheriff because like George Bannerman went through a lot of crap and overcame a lot of crap to be taken down by a fucking rabid dog.
Could you imagine like that's how you die?
Yes, terrible.
Don't actually imagine it. That's terrible.
Yeah, it seems awful. So like I started I got Alicia a series that Stephen King wrote, and I felt dumb because like the last of the series it won't be published until or won't be released till February. But but I also got it for myself too, so I listened to it on the way down. I got Gwendy's Button Box and the subsequent book for it, and it's pretty cool because it's like Stephen King's take on the Curse of the Monkey Paw, and so they were short stories. Like I think each one averaged about 3.5 hours worth of listening, so not bad. But like for a 24-hour drive, 22-hour drive, like that's in between Phillips. And then I listened to one of his hard case crimes stories called Joyland. It takes place in an amusement park in the 70s in bumfuck Maine, and pretty good too. And see, I watched a lot of movies at my mom's. We watched both Spider-Man: Homecoming and Far From Home, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I'd not seen those before.
Really?
So, yeah. So not bad.
Well, you kind of needed to see them for this last one, so
I guess maybe I do. I haven't seen the Andrew
no,
Garfield.
you have to. You have
I
to.
have to.
I have to. Yeah, well,
But
if you didn't see the last one, for like if you didn't see not Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
Homecoming. Yeah, Far From Home. I'm sorry, No Way Home is his next one. If you didn't see Far From Home, it would make like 95% no sense.
Okay.
But the 5% is just sprinkling out of the rest. Well, that's so my dad didn't see the Andrew ones either. He completely had no idea that Andrew even existed. And I was like, for someone who says that they're like a Spider-Man fan since they're kids, I'm kind of okay. And I sent him this link that was like an hour and a half long recap. And he goes, I'll watch this when I get home. And in my head, I'm like, because it's supposed to recap like everything you need to remember before you watch it. So like of all 3 different people who played it, and I'm like, and then during the movie when I take him next week before my surgery, he's gonna be like, what's happening? Who's that? What's going on? And be like, shh.
I'll wait till I can stream it from Apple TV or whoever, and I'll pay for that. I'm not going to theaters anytime soon.
That's actually a good idea.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm kind of yeah. And then like, okay, so Joyland, Gwendy's Button Box series. Listen to a couple hours of The Wastelands. Watch The Craftsman and Podcraft 13, and Bill making stuff because he had a fun Christmas one. And then Alicia started The Secrets of the Zoo with the Columbus Zoo because it's on Disney Plus, and she got me into watching that. It's pretty cool. Like the Columbus Zoo is freaking on Ohio is freaking huge.
I was gonna say Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I said, and she was like, well, there's only one Columbus. I'm like, no, there's more than one in this country. I promise. So, but then there's one in North Carolina. We just started the North Carolina one last night, and
That's
like it's just behind the scenes operation of the zoo, watching people do animal husbandry, veterinarian stuff, like and it's just like, wow, there's a lot of shit going on in a zoo, and like stuff it's cool to watch while I'm painting, because it's like, all right, I don't have to be looking at everything, although some of those animals are so damn cute, but at the same time, it's like, cool, I'm painting. We can listen to this. We can enjoy each other's company, and then there's the off chance that they're working on something that might be a little inspiring, because we watch a lot of nature shows, and I pull a lot of color schemes off of shit I see in nature too.
yeah.
So like, we watched this one thing with crabs, and I was like, wow, I really like how it goes from purple to orange. So like, we're gonna utilize that in something later on. So pretty good.
Have you seen? Hold on, I'm gonna try to pull it up. While
Why do I have rest? Oh, my notes have something weird in. Oh no, like, I don't know. We got my notes look weird, but it's like it says rest instead of do somebody else's paintings, because I'm like, yeah, I didn't look up other people's paintings.
like this, they have compressed movie prints. So you're supposed to, yeah, I know the eye is how I felt when I first saw it. So what they do is they take from each scene, like the colors or whatever it is, and they
and they
smush
do the
them
swatches.
yeah, and they smush them down.
Mm.
I've thought about getting one like Alice in Wonderland, or like, that's probably the only one I would get, and like using it as kind of like a little inspo art, just for color palettes and stuff like that, or at least like looking at the movies in general that they have on there and go, like, because they'll let you like see it obviously ahead of time. So like, oh, I'm going to use the Lion King's palette today. I don't know. I've always thought about using the website for that kind of thing.
Interesting.
I am doing this, like, it's a personal challenge of this color wheel. It's a Sharpie. You're supposed to leave the mystery color in there and spin the wheel, and it lands on a prompt. So I'm going to try to do that in January for post.
Oh yeah, aren't you supposed to be doing your colors now? Aren't you doing colors every month for the rest of this year? Yeah. Okay.
I was like, my colors.
Yeah.
I was like, my hair's not getting dyed.
So are you drawing your color now, or?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Is there accountability?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me get my wheel. Now I gotta take all of the fucking things out of here. Jesus. Or okay, so I guess the easiest way to do it, because they have it for like the prompt, you're supposed to take all of them out and leave the mystery and do like that, and then it'll land on one of these things. But I'm not for the purpose of a color, we should pick a word and see whichever one lands on that word.
Well, no,
whatever lands on butterfly.
On butterfly? Where's butterfly?
That's black.
Cool. Black is the first color.
No, it's not black. It's like a dark maroon.
Sweet.
Wait, yeah. No, it's brown. I'm blind. It's brown.
All right, so brown is the color of January.
That's kind of depressing.
No, it means you can only go up somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. And that also like leaves a lot of room for shade.
Mm-hmm.
So it's brown.
Okay, very good.
I should have realized that they put it in rainbow or whatever. What a jackass I am. I'm like, it looks maroon.
Well, that's all right. But now you have a color spinner.
Oh my god, I could use this for for so much, and just pick a random one and be like, oh, whatever word it lands on. Because I was gonna do it with the pouch of my Poshka markers and just do like that.
Yeah, why not? You can do that.
I could have done that maybe next month.
There you go. But now
And
you
only
have
put
like,
the ones with similar caps.
but you have a like, yeah, you have a uniform system of how you're going to pull them out. So like if I were to do it, I would have like bottles that were not the same shape. So I would probably be like, which is the one that's this?
That's why I didn't do the poster right now, because I put them all in one bag, and it would take a long time for me. Well, not long time, but it would take too long for me to sit here and take out the ones that are bigger and smaller and shit like that. So next month I'll do it with those, and I'll keep all of like one size in the bag.
Very cool.
I kind of did this. I think I did that one time when we were like, I forgot what we were doing, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pick which color I'm gonna start with. And I did it like that, and I'm like, no, I know that this is like the small tip is probably like gold or silver, and no, I don't want that. Oh, and if it's the big chunky one, at the time it was likely white or black. This is like an unbiased mechanism.
That's cool. I like it.
It landed on brown again. Maybe it just really likes brown.
There you go. Well,
I should challenge you to this. Once a month to either use the fellow color, or you get a spin too, and then not all of your pieces, but like one piece.
One piece brown.
Yeah. Our 2022 goal is one piece a month with the color.
Doesn't sound bad.
I like it. Sounds like a challenge.
All right. So brown.
Want me to spin the wheel again for you, or you want to do
No,
brown?
that's cool. I'll use your color.
This will be
Or
fun.
do you want to spin?
No, I could just do this all night on my own.
All right. So
That'll be
I gotta
cool.
incorporate brown. So, all right. I'm just
That'll
looking
be
around
fun.
like, what do I have that could be brown? I don't know.
Well, you said one of the rhinos because of Pokemon.
Oh yeah. That's true.
You could do, let's see. I have my Pokemon Go game open. Hold on.
Okay. Well, let's give me an idea before we sign off.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're here for the good times. I always love music.
Yeah.
So this is Rhyhorn when he's shiny.
Okay, let's check. Take a RYRHY horn.
Yeah. And then
He
his
goes
evolution. This is Rhyperior, his final stage.
Yeah.
And then he has one in the middle. Rhydon. And then this is his regular color.
Drab. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a gray rhino.
No, that's why I like his shiny one. So I don't know what color his shiny final one is, but his shiny base one is that color. Let's see. Then there's also
one that's green. It's got like military. Yeah.
And then there's this guy. You have Cubone.
Oh, I painted a Funko of that.
And then you have his evolution, Marowak.
That would be interesting. Let's see. What is?
I love that I'm just showing you like all these different.
No, it's fine. Like, I would. That's interesting.
Rhino Pokemon.
Skull face. But I have a Cubone Funko that I painted downstairs that I don't like, that I will probably redo.
Oh, you could do Kangaskhan.
Genghis Khan.
Kangaskhan.
How do we spell that?
Like Genghis Khan, but with a K? I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Kangaskhan.
Oh. Interesting.
He got a little baby in his thing. So what they say is that Cubone is the baby that's in the pouch,
Uh-huh.
and the skull that he's wearing is the skull of his dead mother.
Oh, that's exciting. Huh.
That's exciting. I love that.
Oh, that's exciting. You betcha.
I always wondered because I like it looks like a mix of a rhino and a kangaroo.
Uh-huh.
Got a little pouch.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, whatever the pink one is, for sure. And then we'll see what else.
Oh, the pink one, the Nidorino.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. And then we'll go.
You're like, I'm tired. Leave me alone, Nicole.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Nidorino. So that'll look cool because I mean those are popular colors.
There's two. Ready?
I suppose.
There's a male.
Uh-huh. And what color is that?
And then the female.
Okay, so one's pink, the other one's light blue.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. Well, all right. Oh,
You learn something every day.
Oh.
And I just taught you about Pokemon, so I'm proud of myself.
There you go. All right, so Nidorino is that.
And then they evolve into Nidoqueen and Nidoking.
All right. That's cool. Well, that helps a lot. Because I have this guy, right? Let's see if I can find this.
That's a really cool Cthulhu you got back there.
Oh, I got three, right? The fourth Cthulhu's over there.
The ulcers I developed from that thing.
No, so I got this
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, and so I started painting it up. Don't care for it. I'm gonna strip it down. But damn, if I could get this off, that would make life so much easier.
You might have to hot knife it.
I don't know. I thought it would be cool if I could switch out the bulb for that and put the Demogorgon head all sprouted out on it. So that might be the goal. So
it's not frozen. This is me just being all like,
doesn't that look cool?
Oh, they didn't make a big pop of it though. It would look really cool too. Audrey too.
Oh yeah.
Coming out the back. No, you know what? I like your idea better because Audrey would make it look too much like a Super Mario character, I think.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm gonna. I don't know. I have to take the heat, the hair dryer to the Funko Cthulhu to try and get that head off. So I'm like, well, while I'm fucking up one toy, I might as well fuck up two.
Well, do you know if it's bonded to it by glue or if it's just popped on?
I don't know. So I really don't know. I know I've tried to wedge it off or pull it apart with the brute force before. I don't think I've taken the hairdryer to it. So it's now on the table and out of the bin. So it's time to get that taken care of. So
I like that.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, Nicole. Why don't we tell all the good folks where they can find you? And I think Tuesday, I'm going to live stream painting after I go to work, after I come back from work. I have to go use the shop on Monday, and depending on whether or not I can get stuff back Tuesday or not, will dictate whether or not I do the live streaming on Tuesday or Wednesday. So tell the good folks where they can find you.
I'll be here on Tuesday. Yeah, before I have my my booster shot. On And I forgot what I almost said on Netflix. Yep. On Instagram, the dot Mad Hatches. And here on not here anymore. Woo, buddy. On Facebook, not banned. Nicole Alexandra. Not
All
banned
right.
in 2022 yet.
All right, go.
I'm gonna count how
Cool.
many.
All right, so I am Rick Stroh on Instagram, RICSTROH. Thanks a lot for watching, joining us for the first day of 2022. We do this for the good vibes, blah, blah, blah. And let's remember our rules about Paint Club. Number 1, always talk about Paint Club. Number 2, don't scratch it. And number 3, wash it. So there we go. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nicole. Nice seeing you.